Knife, good to see you. How are you doing? Miss Groucher. I am looking... Wait, what? How do you know? You haven't even seen me. I do look lovely. A whole week. Goodness. Good for you, Knife. Well done. Enjoy your week break. Lots of noise. Let's turn it down to 27. That sounds decent. Volcano! How are you doing at a volcano? It's wonderful to see you. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm gonna go over here into the corner area, see if we find anything over this way. Zombie, good to see you. I'll do my best for you. Yeah, all the time, Knife. As they say in The Detectorist, always remember your 3 R's. Research, research, research. It just shows that you cannot do enough research. Jess! Good to see you. LiDAR is always difficult though, because LiDAR doesn't cover the whole area, you know. It's just, I don't understand it, to be honest. You'd expect a whole map of the United Kingdom, and yet you just see sort of little splodges here and there where they've done it, you know. It's quite infuriating, really. It is warm, Jess. 14.5 degrees, I think, something like that. It's ridiculously hot. BP Energy Outlook. That sounds expensive. Oh, have they? I don't know anything about that Knife. You have to send me tell me how you go about finding out whether or not they have been done. Lucky you, Jess, lucky. 4 degrees. I wish it was 4 degrees here. Hazel, good to see you. That's why I use candles knitted volcano. Candles have 2 uses. They're a source of light and a source of heat. Much cheaper. Yeah, but you know, not greatly. Yeah, but they're cheaper, so that's the important thing. Just a small amount of CO2. Zorug, good to see you. He Who Cries! It's marvellous to see you too. How are you doing? Oh, it's too hot, I can't stand it. What's the weather here? How hot is it? Oh, my skin feels like it's melting off. It's awful. I don't know if anyone gets these sort of hot flushes where your skin sort of goes all tingly. It's horrible. Well, my skin everywhere is just tingly and itchy and horrible. It's awful. I'm not old enough for menopause yet. She's knitted 12 things lately, He Who Cries, in the last week. Bridge. Do you know what you're doing? Oh dear. Good to see you. Also, thank you for doing morning/afternoon. What's going on? What's going on? No, I don't. We will dig this because I like finding rubbish. And looks old. Wow. Just wow. That's all you can say about you sort of people. With your rudeness and your nastiness and your hateful nature. Sounds like treasure. I can absolutely assure you that it probably isn't treasure, but goodness me, look at this. Look how that's clay. I've never seen such a thick globule of mud. Still in there, whatever it is. I'm creepy, am I? I'm not creepy, just a little bit. Well. I have said some creepy things in the past, in my defence. But not for a few days. Hours. Well. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go with hours. I do know who I am. Where's my glove? How many gloves have I got? I want it to be more than one, unless it's the correct one. It is the correct one, I'm fine. Oh. Philipsy, good to see you. Sorry, excuse the... There we go. Oh dear. Oh, there's fingers in my glove holes. Oh dear. Well, look at that there. Oh, it's a big slobule of iron. That's a shame. I told you it was trash, but we'll see what it is. Could be something absolutely fascinating. I can't believe how compacted this dirt is here. Yep. There it is. See what I mean? It's just a bit of iron. Shame. Shame. Somebody else as well. Good to see you, and thank you for the subscription. You're wonderful. Jordan, good to see you. 17 months. Wow. That is the point of glove holes, to have fingers. Yeah, but you would say that though, wouldn't you, Jess? I mean, there's holes where the gloves come out of the thing. I don't know. I'm gonna leave the rest of that iron in there for another day, just for give myself a bit of a joke sometime, you know. And I'll dig down and I'll find just a little bit of iron in there, and I'll laugh and laugh and laugh and be like, wow, played a practical joke on myself there. I'm so funny. There we go. No, there's no signal there at all. A dead channel, are you serious? I'm back from England. Where was I before? I'm back from Canada now. How is it dead? Someone ban Droog, thank you. I didn't think it was funny, He Who Cries. I didn't think it was funny at all. You refuse, do you? Then I'll do it myself. I left you to wither, did I, Jess? Even though I was there with you, playing with you every day. I was there satisfying you in person. In what way was I letting you wither? What the heck? They don't feel abandoned, they enjoyed their break. Made them realise how much they really need me. Maybe. Probably not. I had a letter this morning from Twitch. Like an actual letter. And it was like, I was things to do with you know, non-US tax things. And it's like, oh, you've earned £50,000 in the last 10 months, therefore we have to, you know, just want to make sure and blah, blah, blah for your own, you know, and that sort of stuff. You forgot I went to Canada. Wow. Well, I did go to Canada. Of course not, Drew. They know I'm too, you know, important for that sort of nonsense. So. Yes, £50,000. Yeah, that's how much I earned in the last 10 months through Twitch. See, yeah, we'll go with 50,000. I think that seems about fair. If only. Some people earn that in like a week on Twitch. It's insane. To be honest, Jordan, I miss Canada quite a lot. I do miss Canada quite a bit. What the heck's this? I'll get rid of whatever this is. This is probably a bit of iron or something like that. Foil of some sort, I don't know. Big tin can, but it's always useful to just try and get it out of the way. You don't have the poor sheepsies stepping on it and hurting their hoofs, you know. That's a horseshoe. Even better. Canadian quarters. Ah, no, they're not worthless. Oh, it's not even a... Well, there we go, that's why... Nice. Gumtronic, good to see you. He didn't sound like treasure, but I don't know what it is. It is a ring. Very funny, Miss Croucher, very funny. If anything, I'd expect you to be on the receiving end of that sentence. Horse ring? No, I don't know what it is. Ring for Nat? Nah. Her fingers aren't that big. I mean rude, it's not rude. Just a cheerful observation. Hey, the grass is quite short in there. Right, let's have a quick vote. Yes, I did, Jordan. What do you think I am? Right, let's have a quick vote. Do I go into that? Wait a minute. The grass is quite short in there, so do we go in that field there? Do we stay in this field or that field? So this is 1, 2, 3. Have a quick vote. Field 1, field 2, or field 3? What do you want? Two demands somebody else as well. 3 demands knife. The one with the best treasure says Native Volcano, not giving me any idea in the slightest. Cannonball in the puddle, no. Unless I get too hot. Detect in the puddle. That's never an enjoyable experience when you get a target. We'll detect in the puddle. Fine, we'll do the puddle. But if I get a good signal, I've got to dig it, haven't I? Well, oh, a shame, no signals. Oh. I'm just really hoping there's not going to be a single signal here. Ah, oh, what a shame. No signal. Ah, oh, dear. Bother. This part hasn't been done before. This is going down into a little bit of a ditch here. I don't know whether it's been man-made or not. Maybe at some point. Good bleeps from bad bleeps. These are all bad bleeps. That's a good bleep. It would be if it was repeatable. But it's not, so it's a bad bleep. Simple. This is an ancient thing here. It's called hedge laying. Can't remember what it's called actually, what the proper name for it is. But this is very specific. You take sort of hawthorn and things like that, ash and so on, and cut it and you lay it across like that. Sort of a natural fence. It's quite a difficult thing to learn actually. And you also still leave it attached as well, so it still stays alive. So it, you know, you can see here, it's still attached to there, so it's actually still alive. But it's just been cut in a way that you lay it down like a hedge or like a fence. I think that comes from the West Country, down by here. It originates. Thousands of years old, that thing is. It's finding the stuff I've hidden in the past, as if I would hide good stuff. English technology, yes. Bees. Millions of bees. 50,000 bees there. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Right, good to see you. It is a nice technique. Oh. Here's a fun fact that most of you probably didn't want to know. On Reddit, there's a subreddit dedicated to people who are sexually attracted to bees. So they make sort of bee hentai and so on. Yeah. I'm not petting the bees. It's the wrong season. It's the wrong time in the season for honey at the moment. Yeah. Good beep. That is a good beep. Penis is hilarious. If I had half your skill at comedy, I'd be a multi-millionaire. Gum. Who was it that said that, actually? Oh, Wuds. It was Wuds. Good to see you, Wuds. Oh dear. So much exercise. Oh. Down there. On the floor. Okay. Let's see what we got here now. What's this? So we'll dig it out here nicely. Yeah, now we dig in there. Nice. Nice. Oh. Oh no. What? Are you serious? What? No. What? No. I've never been so insulted in all my life. Can you believe that? That was one of the best signals I've had in a long time. North Hill Live, good to see you. Plundering is not the right word. They need searching. History needs to be found. And history needs to be recorded. And apparently shotgun shells need to be found. Or shotties, as they're called. My trousers are falling down. There we go. Oh dear, 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 my back. Goodness me. The floor's a long way down when you're as old as I am. Never get old. Really isn't an enjoyable experience having to bend down to pick things up again. It does become hard work after a while. Trash. That's a good signal, see? If you weren't looking at the numbers, you'd see that's a good signal, but it's a scattered signal on the screen. You're looking at the line there. Oh, I'd love to, Jordan, I'd love to. Find someone who was rude to me a couple of years earlier, shoot them in the face. Well, face is a bit quick, isn't it? But, you know. How dare they be rude to me, they deserve to suffer. Did you know the more you wear the same pants day after day after day, the baggier they get, and that's why yours falling off? What's that supposed to mean? I don't wear the same trousers all the time. Thank you very much. I do change clothes quite a lot. Is your username your year of birth? If so, you're young. No, it's the year I was, it's the year I had my first great-grandchild. Jay Hobo, good to see you. I didn't see him, sorry, Corporal Tunnel. Good to see you, Corporal Tunnel. Thank you very much for joining. Wait, do you have more than one pair? I have about 3 pairs, actually. Thank you very much. I have 3 pairs. The one pair I'm still wearing since I got back from Canada, because they're still clean, mostly. This is a surface signal. That's right in the surface, so I'll just see what it is. In case the little lambsies get on their hoofs or they eat it or something, they could choke to death. Poor things. Jess would know, would she? I do not wear the same trousers every day. I change them at least 3 times a week. She lies. She's got sort of what's that lying condition where you have to lie all the time. Lord Josh the First, good to see you. Good to see, oh James, good to see you. It probably wasn't Russia. There we go. It's just going to be trash, but it's always worth getting these sorts of things out because the little lambsies. There we go. Just a bit of trash. No, it wasn't in Russia. It was in Canada. Pathological liar. That's what Jess is. Thank you, Wads. Yes, that's what Jess has, because she doesn't like being proven wrong that I do change my trousers at least once every month. Yes, protect the animals. Exactly. How are they going to grow up to be eaten by humans if they're going to die immediately by choking on a bit of metal? They can't. See, that's why we've got to... Not Fortnite. I probably no, that's the thing, see. If I'm staying in the house, you know, right, so for the last week or so, I've stayed in the house. Make me sound terrible. Noise, good to see you. These are dirty trousers. I'll wear these when I go detecting, right? Then after wearing these, I'll get home and I'll have a nice hot bath. I make sure that the dirt that comes off my leg goes all over me. Now, secondly, if I'm staying in the house, like for the last couple of weeks, I've been making records of everything I've been buying, silver and so on. So I've been making records of everything, pricing it, organising everything together. It takes ages. So I will wear 1 pair of trousers. If I go out somewhere nice, I'll change into a fancy pair of trousers. But as it is, yeah, fair enough. I might wear 1 pair of trousers, you know, for the month. And then after a month, I decide that maybe they need to have a little bit of a washing. You know? Because they probably do after a month or 2. Estate agent, very good, James, very good. Couple of days? Not good for you, Red. Not good for you. This is a fact, right? A lot of people in the UK will say that people in the US care about hygiene far too much. They wash things far too often, you know? That's why we're such a healthy species of human, because we don't wash things as often as Americans, or Canadians, or other assorted, you know, nations. Yes, Jess, that's fair. All my trousers do look the same. Yes, I will give you that. They all do look the same. You change your clothes daily, I know. And but think about it, right? You're probably you're the person. You said, oh, I wouldn't like to buy paper napkins because of the environmental waste. Oh, that's so sad. Yet you're there washing your clothes. You've got the tumble washer going like 3 times a day. Whereas I'm there, I do a wash once a month. I'm saving the environment. I'm saving electricity. I'm saving the money for electricity and so on, and energy. You know. So I'm the hero here. I'm the one who's saving the environment. See, 2 or more. Just use the sniff test. There we go, gum. Well, very good, very good. Well, yeah, but you know what I mean, though, don't you? I don't do any washing because I don't need my clothes washed because they're already clean. You know. I sweat deodorant. I sort of sweat that stuff that you use to wash stuff. What's it called? That was going to sound really funny as well. You were going to laugh and laugh and laugh, and I got the word wrong. Try it again. I sweat detergent. I mean, my clothes are naturally clean. You know. I don't bathe once a month. I bathe probably about 4 times a week. Thank you very much. Jay, see, that's exactly how life should be. That's how life should be. You know? You call them what do you call them? You call them the clean fairies, you know? Where you go to bed or you do something and magically your clothes are clean and put away again. Or folded nicely, you know? It's a naturally known fact that if you don't wash your clothes for long enough, someone who lives with you will do them for you because they're fed up. No, to be fair, I do my own wash. I do my own washing. Miss Groucho lives alone. It's very sad indeed. No, I do my own washing, thank you very much. But one thing that you will find interesting, I think we're getting a bit too close to that stuff. Thank you very much. STD Red N Jester Die what? Anyway, as I was saying about something or other. Yeah, when I have a bath, I'm actually quite a clean person because I do wash quite a lot. So. Yeah, so I don't leave a ring in the tub, thank you very much. Although I do find there's usually a rather persistent stain at the back of on the backrest sort of thing. I don't know. Every now and then, which is strange. Carbolic soap, that's what you need. That takes the skin right off. The best stuff you can get is carbolic soap. Okay. Dread. Do I wash my clothes every day? We've already established that I do not. That's just being ridiculous, isn't it? Washing clothes every day. Oh, goodness. Ow. Well, that sounded like a really good signal, yet it is in fact part of... I thought it was a coin, to be honest, but it's part of a thing. Rubbish. Josh, facts. Okay, Red, just give me a second. I'm going to read Jay's story. What the guy whose wife would do laundry, would go to bed and wake up to find clothes he wore yesterday pushed and put away. Yeah. The fact is, if you're staying in the house, you know, doing work in the house or working from home, there's no reason to change your clothes every day. It's just unnecessarily tidy. Even Tat agreed with me. She was like, yeah, you shouldn't wash your clothes every day. Towel usage. Yeah, I mean, you should wash towels after every use. The problem is that, you know, if you're washing them after every use, you've got to be washing almost every day, because how many people have thousands and thousands of towels lying about? You know, I have a total of 4 towels. I have 2 hand towels, which I can use for all sorts of things, not just my hands. And I also have 2 body towels, you know. But 2 of my towels have gone missing because other people take them, even though they know quite clearly they're my towels. I'm not at all happy about it. But yeah, I mean, at very least, you should be washing your towel once a week because of the amount of, and that's at very, very least, and that's coming from me, because obviously it takes off a lot of dead skin. Rather deliciousness, you know. It's a little bit of lead. I've never seen a piece of lead like this before. Nice little. I know, Hazel, but what about after you've been using them and they get wet? Then what do you do with the towels? There they are. Oh yeah, the fact. I'm sorry, I forgot about that, Miss Groucher. There you go. So it's treasure because it's lead. We love lead. Yeah, of course. Well, air dry them, then put them in room when dry. Yeah, but you can't just leave them out with people around, because you know what they do? They get in the way and they're like, oh, well, just use this towel. And after you wash them, after you wash the towels, other people take them and they think, oh, well, this towel's unoccupied, you know, we'll use these instead. Anyway, it is red, I agree. Also, your Josh fact is this: there are quite a lot of sand grains on Earth, right? Think about how many grains of sand there are on Earth, yeah? A lot. A grain of sand is like that big. And the whole beach made up of grains of sand going all the way down is lots and lots and lots of grains of sand, right? That's a lot of grains of sand. So did you know that in 6 grains of salt, okay, we'll take 6 grains of salt, just 6 grains of salt, the number of atoms in 6 grains of salt is equivalent to the number of grains of sand on Earth. I think it's 7, is it, something like 1 quintillion, something like that. There's your Josh fact anyway, Red. Hope you enjoy it. That's absolutely true. You can fact check it if you like. The username doesn't exist. That's sad. Good to see you. Oh dear. Oh yes, it's definitely treasure. Yay. Oh dear, rubbish. Oh, I would normally agree with you, James, but you know, but we'll but for all those on the progressive left will say that the Earth is a globe, and we'll say that atoms really exist, you know, because they're a bit, you know, you can't argue with them. Of course it's trash, of course. And there's more possibilities of combinations of shuffled deck of cards. Yeah, 52 factorial. And that's only if you take the jokers out. But yeah, 52 factorial. That's 52 times 51 times 50 times 49 and so on and so on. They said it on QI. I believe that with decks of cards, every single time you shuffle a deck of cards, you're putting it's in a new order that has never been done before on Earth. And the reason you can prove that is because if you take every star in the Milky Way galaxy, and on every star there are 1 million people, and each person has 1,000 deck of cards, and they can shuffle these deck of cards once every second, and that happens since the beginning of the Big Bang. Only now would they be sort of shuffling the same cards. Valkyrie, good to see you. How are you doing? In other words, there's a tremendous amount of possibilities for decks of cards. That's called a lamb. 2 of them. And one over there. And one there. Those are small sheep. Baby sheepsies. That's what you eat with your Sunday roast. You barbaric individuals. It was a Shesp. That is a Shesp. Well, no, I disagree with you, James. I disagree with you. I disagree with you there entirely. There's a 50% chance of winning the lottery. 50% chance. You either win it or you don't. Simple as that. So you've got a 50% chance of winning the lottery. You have to eat the babies, Valkyrie. Anyone who eats lambs eats those little ones. Oh, all of them. They are Shesps. Yes, I completely agree. That's the only correct angle though, James. It's only correct. Why not, Jess? Why not? Don't worry, when I get there next time, you will be eating lots and lots of lamb. I will force you to. Don't know if that's legal, but we'll try it. Laspums. Wait, what's it? Laspums. Lasumps. Never. Why not? Aren't baby cows cute? Huh? Little calflings? Aren't they cute to you? Yes, Alex, there's lots of iron, but we can always hear a good signal amongst it if there's one there. We're going to go into the next field for a little bit. We're going to go into this field. This big one just here. The gate is open for us. That saves a lot of hassle, a lot of pain, agony, so on and so forth. Dave, good to see you. How are you doing? No, James. A lamb is classed as anything under a year old. anything under a year old. I think as soon as it hits 365 days, it can no longer be classed as a lamb, even if it's been slaughtered after that amount of time. It has to be classed as hogget. Is it hogget that comes first next, or mutton? I missed a comment from somebody. No, Alex, I'm here illegally. Got my precious pistol with me in case the landowner turns up. Yeah, well, it's not just iron. I can give it a quick noise cancel, see if that helps. I can turn up the sensitivity a bit higher. It's not just the iron in the ground, it's all sorts of things. What? Somebody else as well, why not? Lloyd, good to see you. How are you doing? It is a good afternoon, and a good afternoon it is indeed. A fine day. Lovely day for sowing some turnips. Yeah, but you guys from the US, you're a bit, aren't you? A bit picky when it comes to what you eat. Even though you eat any old rubbish when it actually comes down to it at McDonald's and places like that. Mutton's nice, hogget's nice. I think hogget and mutton's difficult to get in the UK as well. You'd have to go to a butcher. Probably the same in the US. Oh dear. Pacnoloid, how are you doing? How bad is it, or is it not too bad, or are you okay? I understand what you mean there, James. Problem is with vegetarian food is there's only so much of it you can have. Like, they run out of ideas after a while. I like the vegetarian wraps a lot. At McDonald's, I think it is, and Burger King and places like that. I always used to have a vegetarian wrap. They're very nice. Just feel grotty. Yeah. I'm glad you're not too bad though. As long as you're not on, death's door or anything. My sister's been terrible the last week or so. But she did one of those tests. Well, she sort of did one. She didn't want to put it up her nose. But it was negative. Ruins for instant cattle. Let me have a look. Romero, good to see you. Just a second, I've got to scratch my face off. Done. Maybe if it isn't a protected site, you'd be able to. They do a yearly dig. Once a year they do a weekend dig at Corfe Castle, I believe. They get the permissions around the area there, and so do it in what would have originally been the grounds, I guess. Spinach and feta cheese cannelloni. Sounds a bit too healthy for me, James. It sounds a bit too healthy. I mean, that's not the British way for me, you know. We don't do healthy food. Yeah, but surely if you do the testing correctly, it would come back as inconclusive, wouldn't it? It would come back as there's been an error. Do it again, you useless moron. Having couscous with mushrooms, oh dear. 1 and 2 years old, mutton's over 2, and it's best eaten at 4 years. Thank you, Miss Croucher. Very clever of you. Never realised you knew so much information. Yeah, me too, Valkyrie. They're horrible, aren't they? Although they've been talking about vegetarian stuff mostly, so I'm not that hungry. No meat? Oh, Red, you had me in the first half there. I was like, oh, lasagna. And then you went ahead and did no meat. You just put tomato and onion in it. Goodness me. Enough for 4 meals. Huh. Maybe enough for your 4 meals. Was it delicious? Less than something. Or more than. Or something. I don't know. Turned out really nice. I've never had lasagna without meat, or without a meat substitute, fake meat or meat or whatever. But I'll have to do it myself sometime. Don't start me off singing somebody else as well. You know, I'll start singing if you're talking about West Virginia. Singing, I know I'm a fantastic singer, but the problem is I just want to get everyone too aroused watching my stream, otherwise you'll all go off and, you know, with the need to do things and have nobody watching. That's how good my voice is. Ooh. Don't know. Someone have to mute me? You'd never have to mute me, you terrible individual. When will you ever mute me anyway? Oh, I see, when the arousal gets so high you can't control yourself. Never mind, I understand now. It's a ring of copper. A ring of copper. A ring of copper. A ring of copper. Dancing and Anson, good to see you. How are you doing? Oh, it's marvellous to see you. I'm doing good, thank you. I've got my hair out today. My hair is tied back. My official ruling is copper is treasure. Maybe. Did everyone clap when he was finished, Jess? Or were you all there sat looking at your watch? Because if it's that one, that's very, very, very impolite. Sitting there looking at your watch. Oh, nah, says red's red, so it must be trash then. That's totally trash. Fine trash. There we go. Good for you, Red. Well done. Making out things. I can mention as much hair as I like. Well, it might be a real copper. It is a real copper ring. It can't be a ring made out of copper without being real, can it? More good to see you. But just a bit of old pipe, not so much. Nonsense. I'll show you my beautiful hair. Also, you'll have noticed there, I've got a terrible spot on my face that isn't actually a spot. I'm worried it's going to turn into a tumour and I'm going to die. Oh, Hazel, you didn't think that was really hot, did you? If you did, I'll send you some more pictures of my hair later on. Nah, not that long. It's quite long-ish. Got to go? No. Bye for now, somebody else's bar. What was the first comment you made on today's stream, Miss Croucher? Tell me immediately, what was the first comment? What was the first comment you made on today's stream, please? Probably. Got any recommendations of other good detectives to watch when you do? When I do what? When I do? Oh, when I die. No. I've forgotten. Could someone please find out what Miss Croucher's first comment on today's stream was? Thank you. We'll have the detectives on now. I am sure you will be fine. You don't sound very confident. Oh. What a horrible thing to say. She is seriously horrible. Oh, thank you very much, Red. That's very kind of you indeed. Well, I'll make sure I don't pop off yet, then. Do my best for you. Stay around a couple more months. She's mean. I don't like it. She's a nasty lady. Never talk to her again. You're pleased to be in the presence of Miss Croucher. Why? What's she ever done? No, well, your claim that you're not very nice is very, very, very well founded. You're a terrible individual. James, that's fair enough. Yeah, but let's be honest. You can't just die in a random field and not be found at some point. And if you're buried properly, I definitely won't dig you up. You know, I'm not just digging up random people. You weren't very impressed. Why not, Red? That sounds like a nice idea. Sounds like a very nice idea indeed. How could you not be impressed by that? We'll go into this field for a bit. This is field number 2. I think we'll do there. Yeah, but you know, there's not much you can do with a dead person, so anything she suggested would have been better than just leaving you there. At least she has an idea for you. She's not saying that you're useless now, she's just saying that when you are dead, rather than being a useless mass of atoms, you know, she'll have you all made into something beautiful, passed down to generations of the family, to always have you in her memory. That's a lovely thing. Tat, what are you doing? Good to see you. Go back to sleep. It's too early. You've only been asleep for 2.5 hours, or 3, 4. Well, go back to sleep. Jess, tell her to go back to sleep. Yeah, but that's why you don't use all the ashes in one ring. You make 4 or 5 rings, you know? You keep one safe, and then you can get your way through the other ones. And if you lose one, well, you know, no big deal.